guys, it's Brandon Miniman from Pocketnow.com, and we're excited to unbox the Samsung Omnia II, which is the successor to the very popular original Omnia, which kind of brought an iPhone-like form factor to Windows Mobile. Now, the Omnia II brings a lot of new changes to the table, such as a very deeply integrated, customized interface from Samsung. I think this is going to be the kind of device where we're going to forget that it's Windows Mobile for a lot of time that we're using it. Also, the Omnia II brings an AMOLED display, which is pretty darn rare for mobile devices. I think we're going to see a lot more of this screen technology in the future. It saves on power, it produces crisper colors, blacker blacks, better contrast, and the Omnia II also has a very fast processor. So there's a lot to talk about here. We're really excited to finally get to see the Samsung Omnia II. So let's get to the unboxing. So we've got some car charger. Okay. Not everyone will get that. Depends on where you get it from. And we've got a converter plug and a pouch, although this is not a OEM pouch. So we're going to push that aside. And let's get to the bubble wrap here. Big O on the front. O for Omnia. Omnia. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have around the box. Some other stuff will cover all of the specifications later. This has the TouchWiz 2.0 interface, which brings new sorts of widgets to the table. Before, if you remember, the Omnia had a very limited range of widgets, and we didn't have some critical ones like stocks and next appointment, and so hopefully we get that finally with the Omnia 2. Okay, let's open it up. And here's the device. We'll put that aside for now. We've got some kind of some cardboard there. Some software, user manual, screen guard, although this came extra with the particular unit I got. Some other stuff here. A pouch from Samsung. This is not leather, this is actually plastic. Kind of cheap, actually. Very soft on the inside, so it'll clean your screen when you take out the device, which is kind of nice. Of course, we have the wall charger, which uses the micro USB standard, it looks like at first glance, which is better than proprietary. Same here with the charging cable, and then we get some headphones and a converter jack, and all that sort of stuff. But let's take a look at the device. Alright, so here it is. Wow, a lot thinner than I thought it would be. It's a little bit thicker than the original Omnia, but it's still very, very thin. It looks like it has a little screen protector on here that I'm going to try to remove. Okay, here it is. Wow, beautiful hardware. It feels very high quality. I like the brushed metal look to these buttons down here. No D-pad, of course, which will be kind of strange, but a lot of Windows mobile devices are skipping the D-pad, so we're quite used to that by now. 5-megapixel autofocus camera on the back with flash. Looks like there's actually 2 flashes. That's kind of interesting. We'll have to look into that. Anyway, let's compare this with other devices that you may know, such as the HTC Touch Diamond 2. Similar form factor, although the Omnia 2 has a larger 3.7-inch screen, the Diamond 2 only has a 3.2-inch screen. The Omnia 2 is actually a bit thinner, it feels like, and it feels wider, definitely, to accommodate the larger size screen. Let's look at the Touch HD, which is actually very similar in terms of width if you stack them on top of one another. And then width, they're about the same. The Omnia 2 is a little bit thicker than the Touch HD. Let's take a look at how it compares to the iPhone. Whoop, flip it around. And the Omnia 2 has a larger screen than the iPhone, and thicker, definitely thicker. And just for comparative purposes, let's take a look at the Touch Pro 2, which of course has a slide-out keyboard. The Omnia II does all of the keyboard action on the screen. Really curious as to how good the on-screen keyboard is on the Omnia II, whether it works in landscape. A lot of questions we have to answer about the Omnia II. Can't wait to look at the AMOLED display and compare it to other devices. We're going to do a dedicated video just comparing kind of colors and contrast and that sort of thing. So we're really curious about the AMOLED display. So a lot more coming up on the Samsung Omnia II. To know exactly when our next video hits, follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/PocketNowTweets. That's it for now.